Hello everyone, it is Sway. I'm so hyped for Borderlands 3, it's releasing soon and I can't wait to play it. Lately, I spent a lot of time theory crafting my first character I'm going to play. And it's going to be Moze. I'll be focusing on this Shield of Retribution skill tree. Today I'll show you two variations. One focused on offensive and the other focused on tankiness. Stay with me and I'll show you how to build it. Alright guys, let's go with the first skill, which is actually not going to be in Soar. This is going to be in Demolition Woman, and this is Grizzle. I don't know about you guys, but I really want to test Iron Bear as much as I can. So I'm going to go ahead and put 5 points into it. This skill will reduce the action skill cooldown time by 5 seconds each enemy you kill. So just think about it, but 5 enemies minus 25 seconds on your ability, that's going to be pretty good. It has some diminishing returns, but I don't know how much, but what I know is that you can't really go wrong with this one. Next up is Armored Infantry. This skill will give you damage reduction and gun damage while your shields are active. The damage reduction alone would be worth it, but you get free gun damage with it. 5 points. The next skill will really depend on the situation you have right now. So if you want some defense, you just go for Vladolf Ingenuity, and if you want some damage, you go for one of these two. Eventually, you will have all 4 ones here. So just go for whatever you need. If you want to go for damage, Selfless Vengeance is the most consistent option, because it activates when you reload. And Drowning in Brass, it's a powerhouse when you enter areas with a lot of enemies in it. But for now, I'll just put some points into Vladolf Ingenuity. And moving on to the next skills, we have Experimental Munition. This will give you bonus incendiary damage on critical hit. This is actually a multiplier, so this is a must-have, we will get this one. Next up is Full Can of Woo Pass. Just grab it if you are co-op, if not, just don't grab it. It's not gonna be useful for you. Alright, so at this point you should be level 17 and you need to invest in some damage. Or if you really like Iron Bear and you don't mind taking the longer route to the last skill here, you can go back to the other tree and put some skills into Stainless Steel Bear. If you do invest in Stainless Steel Bear, just grab also Auto Bear. This will make your Iron Bear stay for 15 seconds after you exit it. It sounds like a lot of fun, so I really want to try that out. If your Iron Bear keeps getting destroyed before you drain all the fuel on it, you can put 1 point in Security Bear. It will be worth it. Then we're gonna put some points into the damage node. I'm just gonna pick Drowning in Brass for now. I'll grab Selfless Vengeance also. As soon as I can, 3 points into it. I'll go grab this one, Force Feedback. Just click on their heads. If you're like me and likes to headshot a lot, this one is a must-have. You should pick it right away. Then I'm gonna pick some Phalanx Doctrine, all the way to Tenacious Defense. Oh boy, this skill. When your shields get fully depleted, you restore 40% of your max shield and you gain gun damage for 30 seconds. You can only trigger it when your shields have fully recharged. But I think this skill is just so good, and this is what makes the build work. Alright, now that you have Tenacious Defense, you can now invest some point into Thin Red Line. And also Desperate Measure. Thin Red Line will actually convert 60% of your max health into max shield. That's pretty good. And with Tenacious Defense, it's just a huge bonus. Desperate Measure will give you gun damage up to 50% depending on how low your health is. So it synergies well with Thin Red Line. You will probably have, at full HP, about 30% gun damage, which is a pretty good amount. You should have now 5 skill points left if you put some skill points into the bear skills here. So you can just go ahead and finish Phalanx Doctrine and Selfless Vengeance for more damage. For the remaining points, you could go for this one if you got a good Turtle Shield or Legendary Shield. But other than that, I don't think I'm gonna pick it up. I'd suggest instead more Iron Bear time with deadlines here. Or even pull the Holy Pin. This thing look insane. I'm gonna show you in the offensive variation what we can do with that. Alright, so that is it for the skill tree. Notice that I didn't talk much about the action skills and action skill augment. It doesn't matter too much because this build doesn't affect them that much. And I really want to experiment. We don't know yet how good they are, but one thing that's for sure, I want to try double Bear Fist with the Shock Hammer skill augment. What it does is that you basically can Gatling Punch. That looks insane on bosses. I'll have to try that for sure. And finally, the offensive version of this build. I dropped some skills here. 4 here and 4 here. I put them in Demolition Woman. Now if you like Iron Bear, keep those one here with the Auto Bear. But if you like Explosions, grab those ones here, maxed out. Now we got Pull the Holy Pin, which looks pretty insane. More grenades here, always good. Vampire. Only 2 points will be enough in this. Just think of Tesla grenades with that. And we have To the Last. Alright guys, that is all for this build. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.